this crappy motel. I'm half naked and stuck to the sheets. Woke up spoon in a bottle of bourbon and regret I don't remember bringing home with me. Everybody's posting happy pictures, couples kissing like a Hallmark clone. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here pantsless, whispering fuck Christmas. Just leave me alone. I don't need no family dinner, I don't need your damn cheer. I just need liquor strong enough to make December disappear. All I want for Christmas is to get drunk and be left the fuck alone. Stuff your stockings, stuff your turkey, I'll be busy getting in the zone. You can jingle all your bells, I'll be jingling mine on my own. Cause all I want for Christmas is a bottle and to be left the fuck alone. My ex sent a card saying Merry Christmas with a picture of a new guy on the front. He's shirtless, flexing, Santa hat on. Yeah, Merry fucking Christmas. What a fucking slut. The band keeps asking, Vic, you coming now, boys? I'm drinking till I'm on. I'm trying to find my holiday spirit, but he crawled out the window at dawn. Don't want your warm embraces, don't want your sleigh bell tone. I just want cheap whiskey and a night when no one calls my phone. All I want for Christmas is to get drunk and be left the fuck alone. Wrap your presents, kiss your lovers, I'll be making bad choices of my own. Take your joy and shove it in the snowbank by your home. Cause all I want for Christmas, here's a bottle and to be left the fuck alone. Silent night, holy shit. Someone turn off that goddamn light. Glory be to booze and me. And texting my ex, you up at
Last year they judged me.
Phone Booth Productions.
Here's the thing.
Well, I get up around 7, get out of bed around 9. I don't work about nothing, no, because worry's a waste of my time. Show usually starts around 7. We go on stage around 9. Get on the bus about 11. Sipping a drink and feeling fine. Hello.
And dude, what is up, Templar? What's up, my dude?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm fucking happy to be here with you, man. Happy holidays.
Right back at you. Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
Merry Christmas to you too. Although it's not Christmas yet, it will be soon.
Yeah.
But how are you, man? What's going on with you?
Oh, just living the good life. I was over playing some video games, and hooked on Battlefield.
What is it? What does a guy like you play on video games? Pac-Man or what do you?
Usually I don't even play games, but ever since that like Battlefield Battle Royale game came,
Oh,
like,
those games are
I'm hooked
fucking
on that,
fun.
dude.
Those
Yeah.
games are
And
fun.
I usually finish in the top 10 because I play that fucking game like Sam Fisher, dude. So like I'll
Hold on. Who is
Yeah.
Sam Fisher?
Splinter Cell. No, you don't know
Oh,
who
is
that
that's a
Dude,
game too, right? Splinter Cell. Dude,
Yeah.
you know what,
Dude,
man?
do you know Metal Gear Solid? Should I
Yeah,
say Snake?
but dude,
Like, I'm
Templar,
a stealthy dude.
you got to understand. I grew up poor, man. Like I didn't have the
Right on.
games, man.
I feel
But
you, homie.
like I always wanted to have them. Like I remember, as a kid, like I always wanted a subscription to Nintendo Power magazine.
Power.
Yeah, like I always wanted that shit, because like I had a Nintendo and I had about 4 games. 3 of
Yeah,
them were
no.
on one cartridge.
I was poor like that too. As a matter of fact, outside of like the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, well, actually, I had to pay for my own Super Nintendo with babysitting money. But like all my games, I got through like trading and hustling and shit. Fucking like my parents never bought me games or shit, so fucking I fed my own addiction.
Well, that's like when I became a teenager and I had a Sega Genesis as well. And then so I used to hustle too. Like I worked at a baseball card shop, so I would hustle baseball cards and I would work in the shop too to like get paid and be able to afford to buy packs of cards,
hmm That's the way to do it, man. Get involved.
Yeah. But it's Christmas time, dude. And
It is.
we're here to discuss an important topic.
I know, very important.
So the topic here, sir, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Absolutely not. It's a great
Mm.
movie. It's one of my favorite movies, but it's not a Christmas movie.
How, being as that it's one of your favorite movies, how is it not a Christmas movie?
Well, I mean, do you want me to just start going on? Because I could rattle this shit off for a while if you want.
Well,
So first off, right, the book that it was based on, Nothing Lasts Forever, right, had nothing to do with Christmas, right? As a matter of fact, the Christmas aspect of
hold
that
on a
movie
second.
got what
Hold on a second. You're saying the movie Die Hard is based off of what?
it's based off of a book called Nothing Lasts Forever.
Okay, see, I heard something completely different. I heard that it was based off of a old Frank Sinatra movie called The Detective.
No, as a matter of fact, they wanted Frank Sinatra got offered the part before it got offered to Bruce Willis.
So this is why I'm gonna have to pull it up while you talk about this because
Yeah, no
I swear
problem.
to God, this is Die Hard is a remake of The Detective, and I didn't even think about this before we were gonna talk about this.
Sure. So the Die Hard, uh, and it wasn't even going to be called Die Hard originally, actually, but
That
it was
that makes
based on
sense
a
as to
book,
what I'm
and
saying.
it was based on a book. They were trying to get Frank Sinatra to play the role of John McClane. He turned it down. It had nothing to do with Christmas. That actually got thrown in as a byproduct. Dude, Die Hard actually got kind of stitched together. Even Nakatomi Towers was Fox's uh their new building. It was under construction. That was them building Fox, and they just shot the movie there, and they were able to like pay themselves for the fucking set and all that, dude.
Which
Like
is
it's
the Nakatomi Towers, right?
Nakatomi
Again,
Plaza, yeah,
yep.
yippee hell yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Here's what we got here. Let me pull
hmm
this up to the screen here so everybody can see it.
hmm
Die Hard is based on the 1979 novel Nothing Lasts Forever by Roderick Thorpe,
Yep.
which
Yep.
is a sequel to his earlier work, The Detective. The
Mm.
film adaptation changed the protagonist's name from Joe Leland to John McClane and altered various plot elements while retaining the core premise of a hostage situation in a high-rise building. So, yes, it is based on The Detective. Oh, look,
Mhm.
here's another website here. Let's pull this up real quick and just see what it says. Yes, Die Hard was a prequel of sorts to starring Frank Sinatra. So yeah, I mean it's based on that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it you know what do you think about Christmas, man? Like before we get too hard into the Die Hard stuff here, what
Mm.
do you think about Christmas, man?
Christmas in general.
Yeah, like is it a fun holiday? Are you into it? Like what?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? You like getting together with the family?
So when I was a kid, I loved Christmas, right? Like presents, all that shit, the lights, and it was magical for me. The older I get, the less I like Christmas, and like it's just because I it's more paganistic, so I kind of but I also I don't feel the vibe, dude, right? Like I know a lot of people love to go to like family gatherings and Thanksgiving and all that. I'm not that guy, dude, because I'm watching them all and it doesn't resonate with me the way it did as a
Yeah,
child, you know?
yeah.
I do love the lights and I love seeing people in a good mood and all that. All that stuff is amazing. I love that aspect. But
It's
yeah,
nice. It's
no.
nice. I enjoy the time of year, like it's kind of nice, to just, the vibes, the kickback, to see the family. I enjoy sports. Always seem to be better this time of year. I don't know if you're a sports guy,
Mm-mm.
but
Don't know
we're
shit about sports.
dude, let's get into some of the darker stuff a little bit later, man. But
Mm-hmm.
focusing on this Die Hard stuff, I mean, listen, his wife's name is Holly in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I mean, that's at one point for Christmas right there.
Okay. That is that. Keep going. You want to build your case, or you
No,
want me
I
to
mean,
build mine?
let's go. I mean, bring
All
it
right.
to me.
So in
Hold on.
order,
Hold on. Should I get a pad and paper and keep score? Because that's one for Christmas.
sure,
Okay.
you can do
So
that.
I'm giving Xmas one.
The prosecution's gonna lay its case out right here. Okay.
Okay. All right.
First off, in order for a movie to be considered a Christmas movie, in my opinion, right, the plot's got to depend on it being Christmas. Okay, first
It
and
does
foremost.
totally. This Die
It
Hard
it
totally
it
does.
not quite. So
I
Christmas movies,
brought evidence, just so you
fair
know.
enough.
Okay.
Christmas movies tend to be like upbeat. They're festive. They're tied, and they usually center on love, value, tradition, generosity, family. They give you a nostalgic vibe, right? They tend to lack violence. And again, they tend to focus on like family and relationships, right? And to touch on that, so there's a movie called Silent Night, Deadly Night. If you have the ability, you can pull
I've
up the
heard of
screen.
this. I've heard of this
Okay.
movie.
And what this is this dude watches on Christmas morning or Christmas Eve when he's a little kid. Some dude breaks into his house dressed like Santa, kills his parents. The kid ends up like fucking turning into a psychopath when he's older, dresses up like Santa and goes killing people on Christmas Eve, right? Now, that movie is clearly based during Christmas, right? But it's not a Christmas movie. It's a horror movie,
Still a
right?
Christmas movie.
Okay, what about this? Lethal Weapon takes place during the Christmas season, but nobody calls Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie. The Long Kiss Goodnight, Christmas movie, or takes place during Christmas season, but it's not a Christmas
I got
movie.
another one for you. Rambo.
Sure. Rambo? See? Okay.
There's a Christmas tree in it.
But that doesn't make it a thing, you know what I mean? Eyes Wide Shut. Eyes Wide Shut takes place during the whole Christmas season, but nobody says Eyes Wide Shut.
I mean,
Nobody
that's a
says Eyes
stretch.
Wide Shut is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, no,
Batman
that-
Returns. Batman Returns. That Gotham. That whole thing takes place around Christmas. Nobody says Batman Returns is a Christmas movie.
May I just show you a clip from the trailer from Die Hard?
Sir, yes, sir.
Because I think this highlights it right here.
Greatest Christmas story ever told.
Here, let's watch it again.
In the in the greatest Christmas story ever told.
Right? It doesn't need any more than that.
Well, the thing is, even when they marketed Die Hard, they didn't market it as a Christmas movie. First, it launched in July. It was
Okay,
a summer
because I have the old
blockbuster.
trailer too, so I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. So it launched in July. It was a summer blockbuster. What else was there? Here, show whatever you can on this, I guess. And
Yeah, here's the original trailer for
oh
it.
yeah, they market it like Rambo in a high rise, right? Like they marketed it all about the exceptional action and that it was
Also
gonna
a
have Bruce
Christmas
Willis.
movie, Rambo.
Let's, let's
All right, look at this.
This is John.
Nice beer.
He just wants to spend Christmas with the family.
Boom.
all right.
He just wants to spend Christmas with the family.
Well, the director said it wasn't a Christmas movie.
Well, I mean, but also aren't they just trying to sell a narrative?
Well, back then, I don't know. Like now, it would be in their favor to like sell it as a Christmas story. But I think Bruce Willis and the director came out and said, no.
Yeah, but you know what, Templar? If you give me $50, I'll say that it is not a Christmas movie. So, I mean, let's be honest.
So what makes something a Christmas movie in your view?
Well, that's interesting. I don't know. I think for this one in specific, like because it takes place at a Christmas party.
Okay.
He's going to his wife's Christmas party,
Okay.
right? On New Year's Eve.
Right.
I mean, what more do you need?
Wait, is it New Year's Eve? Does
No,
it
it's
take place on
Christmas Eve.
Christmas
It's
Eve. Okay, yeah, you
Christmas
just
Eve.
said New Year's Eve. I'm like, wait.
No, I said not New Year. I said it's
Oh,
not New Year's Eve.
I got you. Okay, I misheard. I got you.
But I mean, what more do you need?
I don't know. I don't think there's enough in there that makes it. Like, I'll give you an example, right? If you watch, say, Home Alone, right? You
For
can
sure
tell
a
Home
Christmas
Alone is a
movie.
Christmas movie, right? No one's gonna argue that. Elf, right? Nobody's
Also,
gonna argue that
great Christmas movie.
right? Santa Claus, people are gonna say Christmas movie, right? When you start moving into movies that it takes place around the holiday or it has a couple things, it's like, okay, how much of that has to be incorporated to then become, you know what I mean? Like at what point, what puts it over the edge? What makes it the Christmas movie outside of the time period it takes place in?
But doesn't well, so okay, so what you're saying right now is if you took a story like Elf and you put it in the month of June or July, it's gonna make sense? Like, come on now. Hold on. Like, can you imagine a guy dressed up as an elf going, Santa's my daddy on the 4th of July?
No, I couldn't. But again, that's because Elf was a Christmas movie and Die Hard was not. And that's why they were able to release them to their audiences in those days. Nobody.
Fun fact for you though, a Die
What's up?
Hard, the Christmas movie, came out in the summertime, just so you know.
Die Hard came out. I think it was the July 4th.
It was like June or July.
Yeah. Bruce Willis was all on what was it, Moonlighting back then. And
Yeah.
that was kind of like his big break.
So I have more video evidence
Mm.
that this is a Christmas movie.
All right, lay it on me, buddy. I mean, so far the evidence has been pretty compelling, so
Did it play?
nope.
Why is it frozen on the screen? Hold on, let's try it again. Can you hear the audio?
I can't hear anything. Not on my side.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of miracles, so be of good cheer and call me when you hit the last lock.
Did you hear it that time?
I did hear it that time.
I'm gonna edit this all out, but I'm gonna play it one more time at full screen because this needs to be heard.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of miracles, so be of good cheer and call me when you hit the last lock.
It's Christmas time. He says it in the movie.
I might have to give you a point on that.
Thank
I might
you.
have to give you.
That's
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
That's two. Christmas has two. Do you have a rebuttal?
Well, not to that. I mean, because it's bias, you know. Like
It's biased because
Yeah.
it's a Saturnella holiday. Like, what makes it
no,
biased?
because he's literally in the clip saying to somebody, "Hey, it's Christmas." So there's not much for me to refute, right? It's like, hey, it's Christmas. He's talking about. I can't refute that.
Okay, all right. Well, let's throw some fuel on the fire.
Oh.
Merry Christmas!
It'll be a holiday
Merry Christmas!
he'll never forget.
Ho, ho, ho.
I mean,
So, but again, right? So the main concept is that it's an action movie that takes place in that season, right? So of course they're gonna reference it, but
so
Like I
the
said.
only film Christmas holidays in December. What like?
well,
What are you saying?
they release Christmas movies during the Christmas season, right? And there's a theme, right? Like that feel good, family, wholesome, you know, like
Do you not feel good in this movie? Is this not a wholesome, feel good
Oh.
family movie? He's going to the Christmas party to defend his family.
you're making this very hard.
But I mean, what is he doing? Even the limo driver's on board with it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you're getting close. I'll give you a point there.
You don't think the limo driver's on board with it?
Oh no, the limo driver was awesome. What was his name again? Like Reggie or some shit?
Well, we got it right here, Templar.
Merry Christmas.
Did you get that?
This is their idea of Christmas. I gotta be there for New Year's.
Oh, the weather outside is
Right into
frightful,
Christmas music.
but the fire
Right into Frank
is
Sinatra,
so
right?
delightful.
The guy who didn't take the part?
There you go. See? I mean, how much more evidence do you need?
You know what? Honestly, the fact that is actually a good point because at the end, like they even end off the movie with a Christmas song. So
They must have said Merry Christmas about 33 times in that movie.
I think they say Merry Christmas in like, half those other movies that I mentioned to you too. But I think at worst, at best, I think Die Hard walks like a fine line. I can see why there's confusion on it, but at the end of the
Do you
day,
think it's a psyop? Is it a psyop just to make us discuss it?
Christmas, yeah. It was the original way for them to take Christ out of Christmas. Yeah, it was John McClane. He was playing the long con.
Dude, this is completely off topic, but the band Motley Crue, Nikki Sixx, his idea behind the band, he wanted to call it Christmas before Motley Crue, and it had, the Christ and then the Mass after it. Like he was going to use it to do some devil shit. So,
No shit.
that's
Yeah,
just
I didn't know that. That's
yeah,
wild.
that's a Google for some use to go down.
I think you had a video of him like fucking. He's old as fuck, but he was like trying to crawl around on the stage singing, and you're like, just let the fucking band die at this point, right? Wasn't that
I don't think. No, I don't. About which band? Motley Crue?
Motley Crue?
Yeah, no. I said something about Vince Neil today. I
No,
said
not today. This would have been like a couple days ago.
A couple days ago. uh, no, I don't know. What did I say? What was it?
I think it had what's his name again? Sticks, Nicks, whatever. But
Nikki Six.
yeah, there you go.
Oh,
He was on the stage and he's like fucking what, like 70?
yeah,
But he's all
I think
dressed up like he's still in.
he just had a birthday. I think this past week. I think he's turned 68. I want to say. So I mean, good for him.
I guess. But
When you sell the soul to the devil, I mean, I guess you get a decent life.
what's up with all these like super old rockers like not being able to give it up? Like they're still trying to like live their glory age at like fucking 70. You got
Come
like
on.
Mick Jagger fucking like trying to thrust with a walker on stage and it's like, dude, like your prime's behind you, buddy. Just let it go.
You know the
Let the
answer
memory
to
live
that.
on.
You know the answer to that.
Money, money, money.
Well, no, I mean it's way beyond money. It's
And
they write contracts. I mean, you make a
So
contract with the devil, you're inclined.
that's true. Who was it? Oh, what was uh I can't think of his name now. Bob Dylan.
Oh yeah, he was he had a very famous video where he says, he's still in debt, paying
Yeah,
his toll.
yeah. That's what
He's
that makes
not
me think of.
wrong. Dude, Nikki Six is no stranger to the music industry. Like his mom used to work at a whorehouse that Richard Pryor used to go to all the time, and she used to date him. Like, yeah. And then his uncle also worked for I forget what record label it was. It's not Elektra. That's who they first got signed to, but it was like there's another big label, maybe Atlantic or something. I can't remember. But his uncle worked for them, and so he's got connections inside of the industry.
Shit.
He was, dude. It's funny to talk about this shit. Nikki Six was like one of the. He's the only person I ever met where I was like kind of starstruck. I was like, something about this dude. But the more that I've learned about him since then, I'm like, oh fuck that guy. I wouldn't
Where'd
even.
you meet him?
In Vegas, Mandalay Bay, in Vegas.
Was he like? Did you actually get to spend a couple minutes like talking to him, kind of meet him, or was it kind
We
of
talked
like
for a
in
couple
like, hey, dude,
minutes.
what's up?
We were checking into hotel rooms in line together, and I talked to him for a little bit. But I used to work for Vince Neil. I actually just talked about it on another podcast. Check out Translucid Conversations with Laz. I just talked about it. I worked with Vince Neil, and it was right at that same time that I met Nikki checking into the hotel. But Nikki was always like, man, I looked up to that dude, like he was like my musical inspiration kind of type dude. Even though I never played bass, I just liked his like attitude towards his approach with the marketing, was like a big thing for me back then. And like just his attitude, like that was it for me.
No, that's good. They say
I had a Motley Crue tattoo, and he was like commenting on it, so it's pretty funny.
well, they usually say you don't, not to meet your heroes because usually people like will meet somebody that they really like, and then you find out like they're a fucking asshole or you just have this warped mental perception. So it's cool to see
Absolutely.
like you got to meet them and you're like, nah, dude, that was tight. So
Yeah, but it's absolutely true. I talked about it also on the Translucid with Laz, is that you don't want to meet these people because it's like I would hang around every rock star on the planet, and most were cool, most were cool, but some you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Like,
where they got like a out of control kind of ego and shit. They're kind of
yeah,
like
well,
divas. Is that what you're talking about, kind of
yeah,
shit, or what?
yeah, egos get out of control, they get inflated, like it just
Because everyone
they
says
get
yes and kisses your ass.
right, they get so used to people wanting to even just fuck you. People just want to fuck you sometimes. It's like stuff like that. Like it like I remember an old expression back in the time was like it's better to be a rock star than a politician because when you're a rock star, people just want to like pet you. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean, even Trump made that point with his carpe pussy, comment, right? Grab 'em by the pussy, because he was like,
if
they
that's
women
real
love you when you're famous. No, that was when they caught him live on like
on the
fucking
yeah
what was
with
it,
the I forget the
the hot
dude's
mic
name.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Bush, what's
but
his name? Bush.
that couldn't have been faked though. I mean, come on.
No, because even Trump like leaned into it, which is fine. But what he was saying was true, right? When you're famous, when you're a celebrity, like bitches will
He's
throw
not
themselves
wrong.
at you. He's
He's not
not wrong,
wrong.
and I think that's why people were like, okay, what's the problem? Like it's true. Groupies exist, and the more famous you are, the more likely you're gonna have chicks that are just like they want to fuck you because you're either famous or powerful. Period.
Yeah,
It
yeah. I mean, it's completely true. I mean, growing up in Vegas, you see it on so many different levels too, because it's like you'll see like the hungry hippos that feed on the lower class, and then there's like the club guys that get some action, and then there's like the rich, and then there's like the ultra rich, and then there's like levels to it. It's funny because you can just if you sit back in those type of situations and just kind of observe what's going on, you see you know like everything
the
going on.
dynamics.
Yeah, yeah. It's
That's
funny.
awesome. How long were you in Vegas?
20 years. I
Damn,
did I
that
did 20 years, Templar.
it's a long time to be in the city of sin, brother. I've never even been there yet.
Never? Not
Never,
once?
dude. When I was
Wow.
younger, I used to tease that I wanted to go to Vegas for Twins, right? But but I never
The
made it
movie?
there.
Like, you wanna go see the movie
Yeah, yeah, that's
Twins
it.
at the
Yeah, that's what it was.
at
But I never made it there. Now I have no desire to go there. But it would have been cool to see it like in its prime with all like the people walking around and the glamour and the fucking food and the drinks and just the man.
I
I
tell you
missed
what,
out.
I don't wanna go there anymore, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care to go there. Like, it's so different. Like, in the '90s when I lived there, like, it still had a little bit of class to it,
Hmm.
you know? Like, you didn't have people playing cards at the table wearing wife beaters and board shorts and shit, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Like, they still dressed up a little bit. So,
Right.
like,
Right.
it was, like, a little bit nicer, and, it wasn't as big either. Now it's huge, now there's millions of people live there. When I was there, it was like 500,000 people.
I heard that the casinos are like losing their ass on like money. Nobody's going there for tours, and between inflation and whatever else is fucking going on, like even like the buffets or whatever are getting crazy
It's
expensive, and they just
terrible.
so I don't know.
It's
Maybe Vegas is on its way out. Who knows?
I think they're smart enough to change their approach before that happens, but yeah, it's really bad right now because they're charging for parking everywhere you go. You have to pay for parking, and locals don't wanna do that shit. Tourists don't wanna do that shit either. So it's like, what are you doing? And
So
then on top of that, the fees are fucking exorbitant. Like you pay so much for just like a drink on the strip as opposed to, going down the road to a local.
right off the strip where you go to just a normal fucking thing on the beaten path.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wild, man. They used to give you shit for free in Vegas, if you
Hmm.
remember. You used to gamble and you get shit for free. But now it's just like it's just a money hungry. It's you know what it is, dude? It's like Disneyland for adults.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's a shame I never got to enjoy it in its prime, but now I have no desire to go there. I'm afraid I'll just get like fucking robbed by a tranny or something, like
Why
some
why
magic is
why, why is it gotta be a tranny, man? The tranny
because
gonna rob you?
yeah, now I just think of Vegas as just kind of like a rundown shithole, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
e- even what is it? The what is it? The Luxor, right? the pyramid
Yeah.
joint or whatever. I
Dude,
mean,
they
that
used
thing's
they
all
used to
fucking
have the
structurally
best
falling
buffet when I was in
apart.
high school. They had the best buffet when I was in high school. Like it was so good.
Yeah. Vegas. Oh, speaking of which, by the way, remind me uh, to give you the Vegas shooter map.
Dude, yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're supposed to record an episode of the phone booth, talking about the Vegas stuff, and I really want to get in on it. I'm trying to get some other people in on it. I hope this comes to fruition because I mean that's a topic, close to my heart because I had so many friends working there at that event, and uh,
So not to get too far onto that by any means, but um, since it's occurred, I've heard all kinds of theories, right? I've heard people saying like they don't think that there were any real shooters over on like one side. They think shit was going on in PA. Then you so I all I know is that shit wasn't right on that story. You know what I mean? Like, and
definitely.
when the pictures that they released with Paddock and the fucking gloves and I mean just everything about that thing stunk. And the attacks that were going on the other side of the strip, and then you had
Let
a
me ask you
chick who was
this:
calling.
do you
Sure.
think it was a Christmas movie?
Yes.
No. No, it was a fucked up movie though. Whatever it
Yeah.
was is a fucked up movie because that's what
Yeah, it
it
was.
is. Fake as
And
fuck.
Jason Aldean, I still hold a grudge to him to this day because of that. Because I still remember he was up on stage and that shit started and nobody knew what was going on. And somebody came up and told him, and then he didn't say shit over the mic and just walked off stage and left. And everyone's sitting around there, and it wasn't, for a little bit longer that they realized, oh shit, they're shooting. Like the least he could have did is be like, ladies and gentlemen, there's a situation. Just say something, dude. But so I
Well,
kind of hold a grudge on that
dude,
guy.
like I remember the night that it happened. I had already moved back to Arizona. Like I wasn't in Vegas at the time, but I was already in Arizona. And I remember looking at social media the night that it was happening and like seeing weird posts from friends and not really like thinking too much of it, and falling asleep and then the next morning waking up to this huge thing. And it's wild, to look back at some of the things that I was seeing at that time. Like I remember seeing videos of a crazy woman before the show had even started, like going into the event, and she was saying, "You're all gonna die tonight.
Die,
You're all
yeah.
gonna die tonight." Like, and that
That was
video,
like 20, 30 minutes prior to everything popping off. She
I
had
think
already made that report.
I think that video has been scrubbed from the internet now. Like
Nope.
you can't find it anymore. Like not the original
I got
version
you,
of this.
homie.
Okay.
It's all in that thing. I'll show you. You're gonna love it. Everything you can think of is on it.
Dude, it's just so wild. Like, and then like I had friends, like I said, that worked the event, as bartenders. I was a bartender in Las Vegas, so I knew a lot of people that worked, these events, and they were reporting shooters on the ground, not shooters from above, shooters on the ground.
Right.
And then you hear shout out to Mindy Robinson. She put out a whole documentary about shooters from other places like the helicopters and reported the whole deep she did a whole deep dive into it. Like it's
Right
wild.
on.
Like if you haven't seen it, you definitely need to watch it.
Yeah, I
Mindy
haven't, but I'll
Robinson,
check it out.
what was the concert called? Route 91 or something like that. I forget.
Yeah, something like that.
But whatever the fucking event was called, like she does it fucking justice and just does a real deep dive into it. I would love to talk to her sometime and just pick her brain and see, what else she knows about it. But
Did you reach out?
yeah, yeah. She's messaged me. She's out with nowhere with internet right now, so she's kind of intermittent between connections. So we'll see.
That's cool, man. That'll be interesting. That sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, yeah. But dude, let's
Yeah, sorry I sidetracked you.
no, but you know what? I love it because we could talk for fucking hours. We could talk fucking probably more than Maya and Vince. Like if we really get into things.
Well, I mean, even before fucking going, I don't know how long we've been talking. It's been a while even before we even fucking came on here. So,
Yeah, like
did I break the fourth wall?
dude, you know what's exciting about you, Templar, is you were technically the first episode of the Here's the Thing podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Technically,
Yeah,
you were.
technically, it was like a special edition. I think is really what it was. Like
Well,
a first,
because it was recorded before the podcast
right?
launched, but then I was just getting antsy. I was like, I want this motherfucker to start. Come on. So I was like, I'm putting out something.
Yeah, no, it was cool, man. And it's one of those things that I get to enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
do you ever go back and watch any of your old podcasts?
So yeah, I'm forced to watch them sometimes. Um,
Okay, like with
so
friends or just through editing?
well, there's that too, through friends, you're showing stuff. That's annoying. That's the worst part of it, probably, is like showing friends and family and sitting there and trying to watch it with them. That's probably the
Yeah.
worst. But no, like, because you have to edit sometimes, you take some things out, like, that don't apply to things. And, I pretty much try to do them raw, but it's come up before where I have to take things out. So I don't enjoy that, but
Yeah.
you know
I
and then
I
and
I
then
don't.
and then I like, so I record the episodes and then I post them as a live watch stream. So when I do that, I have to watch them, which is torture
Right.
for me. It's nice to be in the comments to talk to people, but it's torture fucking watching it.
So I also dislike watching myself, right? Um, so much so that I actually did an episode with Jonah for Mind of Madness, actually, right? And we
Okay.
were talking about like time travel and fucking Back to the Future and some really. Jonah did great, by the way. Jonah's fucking smart. He's articulate. I mean, he's the shit, right? Me,
He's easy to record with. I like recording with
yeah,
him.
he's so chill, like, and it seems like he can just flow wherever very easily. So I'm trying to put this together, right? And dude, there's just sometimes I'm way too animated, right? Like I talk really loud, or it's just the way, and I don't like it when I see myself like that. I'm like, like let's burn that footage, and I think that's why I make a lot of videos and then I don't release them because of like that exact kind of shit. I'm like,
But at the same time, it's good to critique yourself like that. It's
yeah,
good
I
it's good
guess.
it's good to, filter out, everything. But the problem with that is that when you start to filter out things and say, "Oh, I don't want to post this because of this," you're holding back a lot of good content,
Right.
you know?
Or maybe I'm actually saving everybody and maybe it's
Well, it's
actually
just
actually
like,
shit content.
dude, if you think about it, it's just like that one episode I did with Vince where I was shit-faced drunk, and I didn't want to release it. And then I finally put it out just because it's like a good example of podcasting and certain things that you shouldn't do, you know?
Do you know who Matt Rife is? Not that
Uh,
Matt Rife.
the comedian or the
The
inventor
other
guy,
one.
the
The
other
other one.
one.
That's why I said
Y-
not that Matt
Yeah, I
Rife.
know who both are, because that's the guy that sent Ted the thing for his family that,
Yeah, exactly.
okay. Yeah.
So me and Matt did he did an episode with me. And like I said, I don't really drink often, but I drank, right? I mean, we got fucking shit faced on that. I've never released that. As a matter of fact, I started watching it, and like 15 minutes in, I'm
You
like,
get
this cannot
self-conscious.
see.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
there's
like,
a
this can never
self-conscious,
see the
yeah.
light of day. And Matt's like, when are you gonna throw that up? When are you putting it up? I'm like, I can't, dude, so shit faced. And we talked for like 4 hours, dude. I couldn't even remember half the shit we talked about, which is why I didn't even want to continue the fucking, you know, editing process.
Dude, I totally get it. Yeah, it wasn't until I felt comfortable that I would put it out, but when I became comfortable was when I watched it with Ted and Vince and Jonah, you know? Like when I watched it with those guys and they were laughing at it and I was like, okay, it's probably okay.
You,
But you know, before that, I was like, "There's no way I'm putting this out. This is terrible."
do it all the time. So the other day I was actually going through some of the like old school phone booth shit, right? Like, and Ted had his fucking massive fucking Duck Dynasty beard and shit. Like, do you remember those days?
No, because I didn't really see the first, lot of the episodes. It wasn't until probably about the last three quarters, about episode probably, I'd say 60 or 70 is when I started tuning in.
Go pick any random old one, right? You don't even gotta like pop the thing. But Ted used to just have this massive beard, bro. And it'd been so long that I forgot that he had this beard. And then
Okay.
I'm looking at him, dude, I'm telling you, dude, it's the hugest thing. And it's crazy to have forgotten that he had that damn beard. It's because it's so
Dude,
massive.
I can't wait to clip it and bring it up on a podcast
Yeah,
sometime.
yeah. Throw that thing on there because I was gonna take a picture and post it or whatever.
That's
And I got
awesome.
stock off into something else.
Hey, look at this. Check out this sound clip that I just incorporated on Mainstream Mondays the other day.
Shut up, Ted! Shut up, Ted!
I saw you play that at perfect timing actually on Monday.
It's fun to be able to do stuff like that, like just have fun. Like I was telling Haywood, Haywood was over at my house last week, right? And Ted had messaged me something, off stream, off air. He messaged me something, and so I was replying to him. And so my reply, I had to go to YouTube and fucking download a video to get the clip to do it to like post what I wanted to say,
Yeah, so you can get
make it
it.
a whole thing. And I did it in like fucking 3-4 minutes, whatever, real quick, right? And so I did it, and then I looked at him and I was like, "Isn't that fucking wild that we can just do this today?" Like I just fucking clipped a movie at some point.
And just sent it off.
It's
Yeah.
wild. It's wild that you can do that shit,
Dude,
But it's
I
so
I
fun.
remember. Do you remember like in the 90s, I think it was called like Dear Diary or whatever? It was almost like an electronic diary. And the thing was that somebody
I
else
had
had one
penthouse forums, but
that you
what?
guys could send the message to each other through infrared. You know what I mean? So it was
I
like
didn't have
it was
that.
yeah. Well anyways, I
Like
was
I said,
mentioning that 'cause
I didn't really
I
have a
remember when that was a
computer.
big thing, you know?
I
Like
didn't really have a computer until, almost 2000, I think, was around the first time. You know what we had before that? We had web TV. Have you ever heard of that?
I did hear of web TV, yes.
It was like a box that you hooked up to
Yep.
your TV that you could get on the internet, but it wasn't like a computer. Like
Right. It
you
it gave
couldn't
you
do
the World
computer shit.
Wide Web.
It was
Yep.
like an Android box before Android boxes.
Yep. Yeah, I think somebody else had something like that too. I think like AOL or one of those guys had like
Probably.
a competing service, but that yeah, it was just so you could surf the web without a computer. You know, you couldn't do anything else other than like surf the web. But back then, fucking everything was, I guess easy to do that. It wasn't like
It
everything
was
was all
dial up.
media. Yeah, dude, 10 minutes for a titty. You remember that? And that was only half of it. And then somebody pick up the thing, and you got to restart.
Yeah.
And
Shout out Jenny McCarthy. I remember your titty. It used to take forever, right? You're on dial up and like you would
dude,
spend
or you're on like Napster or LimeWire or whatever. You got like it downloading from like 20 different sources and shit, just trying to fuck. Yeah, the good old days. I remember I used to call it Picasso porn, right? So like back in the 80s, like when you had the cable boxes in the 90s and whatnot, when you went to a channel you didn't own, it was all scrambled, right? And then so like
Hey,
Playboy and all.
do you know I used to sell cable to scramblers back in the day. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't think you did, but yeah, I used to sell those. So yeah, I know absolutely what you're talking about.
Right on. So we had a black box as a kid, but we had one upstairs. And so downstairs, I'd want to see movies, and we had one of those old TVs, so I could adjust the fucking thing and it'd go in black and white, and it would
Yeah.
kind of like unscramble the picture for the most part, except like a little bit. But I was like fucking 15 over there trying to fucking unscramble fucking Playboy and shit. That's why I call it Picasso porn, because that should be all morphing and shit. Like fucking the good old days. Kids nowadays would never understand that concept. You know what I mean? Because I mean, they
Yeah.
can just go to anything and like
Yeah, they don't even know what it was like, trying to figure shit out. Because even at that time, like nobody really knew what was going on. Like adults were trying to figure it out, kids were trying to figure it out. Everybody was just trying to figure it out. Nobody knew what the fuck the internet was except for Al Gore. Al Gore.
right who invented it. Do you ever watch any of those like old videos where like Good Morning America, they're they're just introducing like email. So they're like at www, you know what I mean? And they're
Yeah.
talking about email and it sounds so fucking alien and they're like, how do you
Yeah.
do it? And you know,
It was alien, dude. I remember going on we used to use Netscape.
I remember
And then
Netscape.
so like it was like a little chat thing, and I was talking to I was a teenager at the time. I was must have been probably 1997 or something like that. And like I was talking to this girl in Kansas, and like we would just be like saying things back and forth, to one another. And I was thinking, like, what the fuck is this? Like I'm talking crazy things to this girl right now. Like, what?
Dude, AOL and Yahoo had some of the best chat rooms, and Yahoo had one like the best system. There was a point in time where you could go on and you could literally like say you wanted to find people in your area and shit like that, and people would end up in these fucking chat rooms, and you could actually meet people who were close by to you and shit. And then everyone got all worried that perverts were gonna like fuck kids close by, so they tossed all that away. But there was a certain amount of freedom that we had in that was like glory days. Like you could really meet some cool people who lived around you just by going to, like that chat room. And now they don't have anything like that.
Like I wish back then I would have really understood like what it was. Now I have a completely different concept of it. But like back
Uh-oh. You froze. You froze or I froze. Uh-oh. It says 4713. The timer's still going. You there, buddy? That should be a Christmas card. I don't know. I don't know if I'm frozen on his end or if he's frozen on my end. On my end, like, it just looks like a Christmas card. You're like, I don't know. I just keep talking to you. Here. You there? Uh-oh. Snoop Bomb Poop is offline. And now, a word from our sponsors. Yeah, dude. The good old days, man. The good old days. And kids nowadays, they don't understand that. Like everybody takes things like, texting for granted. In my day, we had to ride our bikes around and try to find people and hunt them down and
Yeah, well you could
make a
always tell because
call on
the
the
the bicycles
payphone.
were
And when it
outside of
was
the
like,
house.
please say
That's
your name, you'd be like, hey mom, I'm running later. I'm gonna be over at Ted. See you later. Bye. And then, like they'd get the message, and you didn't have to pay the money. Now, there's nothing like that. It's just different times, dude.
yeah, you would see
I
the
wish I could have
bicycles laying
enjoyed that more,
outside.
or recognize it. What's up, buddy? Glad you're back.
Here I am. I don't know what just happened. My computer just totally crashed.
Froze? Yeah, yeah. It was still recording and going on my side, so I just kept yammering, and I figure, if it sucks, you could just edit it out.
We'll figure it
The
out.
magic of editing.
We'll figure it out.
But see, and like we were saying earlier, I love this, dude, because we started off, we were debating fucking Die Hard, and God knows we've talked about fucking Vegas, AOL, just
It's the beauty of
Beautiful.
conversation.
It is. It is. And that's funny because that's the way it like works with friends and people. You know, like you guys would be talking, then some innocuous thing, and
Well,
it
it's
just
like,
goes.
dude, like if we're at the bar right now and you spilled a drink, we're just gonna continue the conversation after it's taken care of. You
Right.
know, like,
Yep. Continue on.
right? Cheers.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers, my boy.
Happy
What?
holidays, brother. It's
Happy holiday.
good to talk to you.
You know, we maybe at the end of this, because you can cut it, but I'll do like a late night phone prank with you.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that, in a couple days, but yeah, I'm down. We're still recording right now, so,
Yeah, yeah. I got you.
but dude, let's talk about, with the whole Christmas thing. We're talking about it's being like a Saturnella holiday, or like you taught me a little bit about the story of Babel. Like,
Right.
how does like stories like the story of Babel fit into Christianity and Christmas and things like this? Like, what is that? How does it fall in place?
So,
Because
well, it depends on, but really it goes back to Nimrod, right? So think of Nimrod as the counterfeit Christ, okay? Um, and Nimrod, his story mirrors Christ's story. Okay, you have his girl Ishtar, who uh, cheated on him. Whatever, he dies. She's pregnant. She says it's an immaculate conception and that he's going to be reborn. That's where you get like the baby, the
so
Madonna.
so did I'm sorry to cut you off, but like,
Sure.
did they also have a story like Christmas where they celebrated like this holiday like this? Like,
Uh,
did
this is more like around when you're going back to the time of like the time of Babel and whatever. This is like the time where all this is kind of really starting and opening, right? So like it's kind of where all this is coming because it's the precipice, right? It's the dawning of it. So this is where these sects are breaking off, and based on what you believe, um, it all starts kind of coming together there. That's like Saturnella and all that shit, right? So okay, it
I
starts
don't
getting
practice Santeria.
yeah, yeah,
I ain't
dude.
got
By
no
the way,
crystal
did
ball.
did you see the thing on that? Who's the guy who made that thing for 6-7 that everyone's hyping up about?
Oh,
You
I
know who
don't
I'm
know the
talking
guy's
about?
name. Yeah, no, I know the thing, but I don't know the
So
guy's
that
name.
that that guy's like really big into Santeria, like self-proclaimed, right? And I just got done watching the thing. I don't know shit about the guy, so I could have been bullshitted in what I had watched, but it all had made sense. But it was basically talking about how he I don't know what you call practicing Santorian or whatever. But that's
Santarella.
yeah, that's what he does, and that's his thing, and that the whole 6-7 vibe is almost like a like an incantation for them, right? But it could have been complete bullshit. I'm outside my lane on that. I'm just it sounded convincing what I saw, but I'd have to like dig into it. But like what we know for like Christmas, anyways, to answer your thing, is like a lot of it is bullshit. Like Santa Claus is Saturnilla related, and that is the whole concept of like Saturn, the black cube, and like uh the hat, right? The colors and shit, the brim. Uh, Coca Cola introduced Santa Claus as the character that we know him
Is that
as.
right? Is that
Yep.
really?
Same. Yep. Same with Rudolph. Well, Rudolph was started with Sears, right, as a mascot, and then turned into this, character that we now, understand that rides with Santa, etc.
Oh,
But Santa Claus, as we know him, uh, is a byproduct of Coca-Cola and marketing. Before he was made popular, roughly in like the 40s and 50s time where that really kind of took off the concept of Christmas. Christmas was not the major holiday. It was actually Easter. Easter, the
Ish.
resurrection of
It
Christ.
was Ishtar.
Ishtar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, but that's where it really kicked off, and it wasn't until things became like materialized that.
It's can I ask you a question? And this is kind of a little off topic, and I'm
Sure.
sorry to cut you off, but we just said Ishtar, Easter,
Hmm.
April 1st is supposed to be the first day
Hmm.
of the year,
Hmm.
because the calendar is so fucked up. Like
Right.
that's supposed to be the beginning.
It was the old
Um,
pagan New Year, correct?
so what does Ishtar mean at the beginning of the year? Like what does that mean?
So, okay, so what Easter or Ishtar was all about is it was the season of rebirth, right? And fertility,
Growing,
right?
right? Yes.
Growing and rebirth and new energy. And that's why you have like the eggs, right? The eggs are the rebirth, right? It's um the spring, everything is coming new, right? It's the new energy. You just came from the long dark of the cold winter, and now the sun's, shining its rays and its heat is coming down, and the plants are growing and the animals are coming out from hibernation. So that's what it was, and they would celebrate that in hopes of a like a, a fruitful beginning, right?
Right. Yeah,
So
sure.
and that's how it started. And back then, again, April was the first year, or the first year, the start of the new year, and there used to be 13 months with
28
28
days.
days,
Yep.
and then there was one day of rest, right? And then along the way, we got knocked over to the Gregorian calendar, and before that, I think there was like the Julian calendar or something. I'm not an expert on those, so
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
was
going to
gonna say
pretend to be.
I don't know what the Julian calendar is, but I don't disagree with you. But
Um,
yeah, I don't know what that is.
and my opinion is, so like if you go through like the Bible and a lot of the um religious texts, it tells you, and even in Judaism and stuff, right? Everything is marked in time in the seasons is by like feast and points like that, right? The solstices and all that. There's certain feasts and celebrations that you're supposed to honor and take place throughout the season. And by them putting us on this like fucked up calendar, right? We've lost track of what to absorb and when, right?
Exactly.
So they
Exactly.
they've
It throws everything
disconnected us.
off.
Mhm.
Yeah, it throws everything off, like your circadian rhythm or
Yeah.
whatever.
And
Like
I believe they laugh at us over it. I think, because we're the, whatever you want to call it, but we're the idiots, right? We're the pets, and so it's
dude,
it's
what's
it's
that song?
funny.
We'll make big pets. We'll make big pets. What's that song?
I,
But yeah,
thought
no,
you were
we
trying to.
totally are. We're just the guinea pigs to, allow these motherfucking programmers to figure things out. Like it's fucked up.
And the other thing being, when the Catholic Church came along, right, as a part, when one culture conquers another, right, the first thing they do is they take over whatever their history and their celebrations are, right? They got
Yeah,
to get
you
switched out.
you destroy the library, you burn the library,
Exactly.
light that
And
motherfucker on fire.
so in order to get all these pagans and stuff to come on board, well, that's what, April Fool's Day, right? Because
Yeah,
the
sure.
pagans would be
Yeah,
celebrating
yeah.
New
Hey,
Year,
you
and
look
it's
at
like,
this
ha ha
fool.
ha, you
Look at this
idiots.
fool. Yeah.
Right. So the church was a big part of it. Like came through and just would uh wipe out what they were celebrating, but they would take their thing and incorporate it. So it'd be like, okay, we're no longer celebrating, New Year. We're now doing, fucking the resurrection of Christ, but we're going to do it on this. Oh, this Christmas, this is the birth of Christ. We're going to do it during your winter solstice. So don't worry about praying to
It's
your
it's
pagan
it's
god.
it's that telephone game all over.
Yeah, all over, you know? It's interesting. There's speaking of which, I sent the one thing over to you. That actually, there that pastor does a really good job of
Oh yeah,
talking
let's play
about.
that. Let's play that.
Yeah.
Let's show the pastor here. Hold on. Learn not the way of the heathen is
That's
what it's
right.
called. Uh, Boom, boom.
And
This is in some of y'all church.
That's right.
Thank God for television. This is in some of y'all church. This is in some of y'all homes.
That's right.
That's right.
Now, your pastor is telling you Jesus' birthday is coming on the 25th.
I'm just saying this guy looks like a Timu Steve Harvey.
Is a liar.
he does.
The Bible ain't never said Jesus was born December 25th. Stop lying. This is heathenism.
Heathenism.
This is paganism.
That's right.
This ain't got nothing to do with God.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Amen.
10th chapter, book of Jeremiah, real quick. Let me read it.
Jeremiah 10, we'll start at verse 1.
Come on, son.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Hear ye the word of the Lord that's coming to you now, Dover, Delaware, and the world.
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith Geno Jennings.
Thus saith the Lord.
You hear this now. Finish up Jeremiah.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
What did God tell us?
Thus saith the Lord.
I want you to judge yourself tonight, Delaware. Thus saith the Lord.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
What?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Are you listening to the old troublemaker?
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord.
Learn not.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Why?
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Read to Dover, Delaware, what the heathens do here.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Anything that's vain is no good.
No good.
What do they do, son?
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Oh. Cut it. You ain't got to cut it now. Yeah. They cut it for you and sell it to you.
That's right.
They cut the tree down at the forest. What they do, son?
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
What they do?
They deck it.
With what?
With silver and with gold. Deck it. Deck it.
And what did God call them that do this?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
And what do the heathen do to the tree?
They deck it with silver and with gold. It's right there.
Fa la 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 la. You sang a lie. Mm-hmm. The word Christian means being like Christ.
That's right.
What do Christ and Christmas got in common?
I kind of want to testify right now.
Christ is not a heathen.
Right?
That's right.
He ain't never left on record when his birthday was.
No.
Never.
Never. Customs of the people are
never.
I bet you don't nobody fall asleep in this guy's service.
Let's see what month did Gabriel came to Mary.
That's right. That's right. In the book of St. Luke, chapter 1.
Follow me.
And we'll start reading at verse 26.
Move quick.
And in the 6th month,
in the 6th month,
the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth.
And what?
To a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph.
Now, Gabriel came to Mary in the 6th month.
In the 6th month.
So that means she conceived in the 6th month.
That's
September.
Right.
With the English calendar, the 6th month will be June.
That's right.
June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's a whole different season coming.
That's right. That's right.
They don't care.
No.
6th month.
In the 6th month, the angel Gabriel
was sent from God
unto a city of Galilee named Nazareth. 6th month.
In the 6th month he came.
6th month. That's right.
It didn't even give the date of the 6th month of the conception.
No.
It just said the 6th month.
That's right.
Go home to your light up house. Amen. Because when you leave tonight, you know you're a heathen and not a Christian.
That's right.
Pastor Jennings, I'm a Christian. I don't care what you say. Give chapter and verse again.
Jeremiah chapter.
Wait a minute. Where?
Jeremiah.
No. Jennings.
Jeremiah.
Geno Jennings.
Jeremiah.
Geno Jennings.
Jeremiah.
I didn't call you a heathen. Jeremiah.
That's right.
The prophet Jeremiah.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you.
Who said it?
The Lord speaketh unto you.
The Lord said it through Jeremiah.
Amen. Learn not the way of the heathen.
Read what the heathens do.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
What do the heathens do?
For the customs of the people are vain.
You may as well go take your stuff back to Best Buy. That's what take your stuff back to Best Buy, Radio Shack, Walmart, and Target, and Kohl's, and
Not only are we doing those two things wrong, but on top of that, we're inverting the concept, and it's all about materialism and shit. So like that's it's just interesting to see how it all inverts. But
It
I
pretty
like
much
his voice
is.
too.
It is. It is. It is. Where they inject this shit just to throw us off. Like it's fucked up, for sure.
Yeah. You good over there?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering why this fake ass Steve Harvey is like trying to sell me on some shit, like because I could still see him on my other screen over here. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I have no idea. I would imagine by his clothing, that's probably, recorded from like early mid 2000s, just by the fashion. But that voice, like he could throw some rhythm behind it, huh? Like you said, you can make a rap song.
I
Who
remember
said it?
I remember the first time I wanted to capture an audience. I said hello. I'm gonna end it at that. I said hello.
Hello.
Oh, motherfucker, man. I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
I'm so happy that we ended up here talking today because it wasn't planned.
No, it wasn't. That's awesome. And I'm glad you actually hit me up. That was awesome too.
No, you're Templar. Templar, what's your name? Templar TV? Is that
Templar
what it is?
TV, yeah.
You're the best. The best
thank you, buddy.
conversation that people could have.
I appreciate you. That ain't true, but I appreciate
It's
you.
fucking 1000% true. How dare you disagree with me on my own podcast? You want to?
I'm
You want
sorry.
to
I'm
disagree?
sorry.
You want to disagree? You want to talk shit? What you got?
Screen goes blank. Shock troopers come in.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, you're the best, man.
You're pretty damn awesome yourself, brother.
Like, dude, it's funny because we talk about crazy shit sometimes, and like people are scared to talk crazily, and I'm scared to talk crazily, because I don't want to get lumped into some categories that some of you and my other friends get lumped into. I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be in that group, but also I want to be in that group, because there's people like you that shine through that are so much different than everybody else. Like you're special. Like you're
Thank you.
something else. Like
I do appreciate that.
you. No, but the thing is I'm being for real. Like there's something different about you. Like, because I connect with a lot of people. But when I connect with someone like you, it's different. Like there's like a different vibe, as Vince would call it.
Would say.
It's something different for sure. So it's nice to just come across someone like yourself. It's way different. I've met everybody on the fucking planet, from a superstar to a fucking movie star to a fucking anybody. But when I get into conversations with someone like yourself, some even like Vince, I'll give Vince a fucking nod right
Vince
now.
is fucking smart as shit, dude.
Like
Vince is a great
it's just
conversationalist.
Jonah blows my fucking mind. I'm like, oh my god, how do I even talk to this guy? There's just something about them.
Yeah, we got a great set of people, dude. Everybody, one is legit, right? And fucking people are real, right? So you have that. You have the ability that everybody is willing to kind of risk being open, right? Instead of just being closed off. Like everyone's
don't be
able
fake.
to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You got to be vulnerable at a point, right? Because if you try not to be, I don't know. It just I think it just kind of blows up in your face, And,
It first certainly does blow up in your face. Like,
but
it's
when you're
just
like me and you're just crazy, it doesn't hurt, because I'm crazy. What else am I gonna do? I'm just gonna be crazy. That's all I know how to be. Crazy.
So let me ask you this though: Do you think you're crazy? Do you think you are?
Do I?
You think you're
No.
crazy? I don't think you're crazy.
I'm not, but I do lean into it because I think there's a lot of like concepts and thoughts that I have like that are fucking nuts. Absolutely
Yeah.
fucking quackers. Like shit you're not supposed to think about or talk about with polite company. That's the shit I get off on. You know what I mean? Like the things that you're not supposed. And when I don't watch movies, right? I don't have television. I don't have Netflix. I don't watch sports. I'm not a car guy. So everything about me has always either been like learning some shit or playing some games, right? Like I'm not dialed into the trendiest music or whatever because those things are not what grab me, right? So
Yeah,
when
me
everybody
neither.
else out there has this pop culture obsession, right? Like I don't have those same things. When I'm in a crowd and everyone wants to talk about those things, I just kind of watch them have those conversations because it's not what's fluent to me, you know? And sometimes I'm a
Mhm.
Debbie Downer, just from being out on the outside. But,
It's
it
tough.
is what
It's
it
tough.
is.
It's tough walking that fine line of being a Debbie Downer or being a realist.
Yeah.
Like what are we supposed to do? Like I don't want to, be a Debbie Downer.
Mm.
But also I'm gonna fucking tell you what's up.
Yeah, right? And I think that's why people like people who tend to be like legit is because you know exactly where you stand with them when you're around them. Nothing sucks worse than thinking you're cool with somebody or you got a good thing going only to find out like they're one of those people talking shit in the background or you know what I mean? Like I really despise those type of betrayals because to me it's like if I fuck with you, I already thought of you like higher than most people. So
Right.
like if I sense a betrayal, it's just kind of like okay, my hands are just kind of washed, right? Like I already don't fuck with a lot of people anyways. And I think a lot of people tend to resonate like that. I think a lot of people uh, don't understand the concept of what friends are and the difference from like associates. Like some people think that all the people they know are their friends, the people they work with are their friends, the people that they know that they're all friends. And it's like get into a foxhole. Have have your life go to shit, have some turmoil, and you will find who your friends are. Your friends will stay there when everybody else is running, when nobody else wants to deal with it. Your friends will be the ones
That's
there. And
right.
I promise you, it's not going to be that big fucking, your followers online. That ain't your friends. That whole Facebook list of people, that ain't your friends. It's probably going to be like a handful of core motherfuckers who are going to have your back. And that's the kind of people that you got to embrace and love and nurture and make sure that they know that they mean as much to you as they make you feel you mean to them. You know?
Dude, that's 100% correct because you can't just embrace these souls that just like things.
Yeah.
Like
Don't care,
you have to connect. You have to, embrace that what's the word, man? Like the word like when you connect with someone, you feel a vibe.
Yeah.
You feel like a connection that just
It's like you're on the wavelength when you're talking. It's almost like you can
right.
picture what the fuck you
A
guys are each
wavelength.
talking about. Like you guys
A
are,
wavelength
yeah,
is a good way to put it. Yeah. It,
yeah.
it yeah, it's something. But dude, I feel that with you, man.
Well, thank you, buddy. And
I'm
it's
so
mutual.
glad dude, this was an unplanned fucking podcast to record today, but I'm so glad that it happened
Me too.
because dude, I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Like you're such an amazing dude to have a conversation with, and like we could have had conversations about fucking anything today.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't matter the topic, and for anybody out there that's listening to this, you can talk to this dude, and he will fucking talk to you back about anything and everything, and it's just like
I'll
it's
try to.
no boundaries.
Well, thank you. I
You'll try
appreciate
to,
it. I
but it's
no.
because you're so popular that some people can't get through. So I
No, that's not
apologize
true
to
at
those
all.
people.
That's not true at all.
You're
That's
so
not true at all.
popular.
No. I want to accept your compliment and thank you for. But I also like I have a hard time like taking compliments or whatever after some because it's like so I'm saying I appreciate it. Thank you. I feel it's genuine, and thank you.
So everybody go follow this motherfucker right here. And dude,
What's
hold
the
on,
next
hold on,
podcast or show you got coming up?
hold on. Well, I don't know yet. We I got so this episode will come out next week, Christmas week. And then I got the drummer from White Zombie coming up. So that's going to be a fun episode. But we'll see. But hold on. I want to play this real quick before we dip out here.
Dude, I was jamming to this. This is fucking...
This is the shit right here.
Dude, yeah. I never had heard it before. Maybe...
Well, subscribe to Temple TV.
And Snoop on Poop.
Snow's falling on this crappy motel. I'm half naked and stuck to the sheets. Woke up a spoon in a bottle of bourbon and regret I don't remember bringing home with me. Everybody's posting happy pictures, couples kissing like a Hallmark clone. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here pantsless, whispering for Christmas. Just leave me alone. I don't need no family dinner. I don't need your damn cheer. I just need a little strong enough to make December disappear. All I want for Christmas is to get drunk and be left the fuck alone. Stuff your stockings, stuff your turkey. I'll be busy getting in the zone. You can jingle all your bells, I'll be jingling mine on my own. 'Cause all I want for Christmas is a bottle and to be left the fuck alone. My ex sent a card saying Merry Christmas with a picture of a new guy on the front. He's shirtless, flexing, Santa hat on. Yeah, Merry fucking Christmas. What a fucking slut. The band keeps asking Vic, you coming now, boys? I'm drinking till I'm on. I'm trying to find my holiday spirit, but he crawled out the window at dawn. Don't want your warm embraces, don't want your sleigh bell tone. I just want cheap whiskey and a night when no one calls my phone. All I want for Christmas is to get drunk and be left the fuck alone. Wrap your presents Last year they judged me.
That is a good song, dude.
Wow, isn't that a great way to rhyme this up?
Wonderful.
Good. I love you, Templar. I'm so happy to fucking talk to you tonight.
I love you too, buddy. I'm glad you called me and let me be a part of this, man. This was a good time.
But so let's wrap this up
Okay.
in a polite way.
Okay.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah, I think by the end of it, I think the conclusion that we're gonna have to come to is yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I think so. Yeah. Yep.
So you feel defeated?
I don't know if I'd say defeated. I feel like I I I can recognize it as a Christmas movie. There's enough there that I could be like, okay, yeah, all right, that works. Yeah, I can change my mind towards it. Sure, be accepting of it.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. That's one of the things that I love most about you is being open-minded and being able to just say, there's another way. Because we don't fucking know shit. We're fucking human beings. We don't know shit. So we can just say one way or another, this is how it is. But the ability to say it's a different way, it says something. That's what it is. It
Well, thank
says
you, brother.
something. I love you, man.
I love you too, buddy.
Dude. So let's record anytime you ever fucking want. What's up with the Mind of Madness? Like, is this like, are you gonna fucking like put shit out? Like, what's going on?
So I mean, I'm putting stuff out, but for like Mind of Madness per se, I'm still kind of putting everything together, right? Like right now, I have the basic concept, and I put a few things out, and they're up on the Phone Booth Substack, by the way. Um, but
What's that address?
it is Phone Booth www.phonebooth. No, substack.com dot phone booth. It's confusing for
I
me to
know,
like say
dude.
it out.
It gets fucked up for me too. It's fucking phoneboothpodcast.substack.com.
Dude, you're a
Get in
champ. How
there.
the fuck could you say that? You've had a couple drinks and you're still flowing through it. I'm fucking like
A couple of drinks, guy. I've had fucking probably 18 drinks.
and you can still articulate it, dude. You should be an announcer, really. Like marketing is your thing. You have a really good
Well,
ability
I'll tell
to
you. I'll tell you
address it.
something. I'll tell you something. If I could market anything, I would send them directly to Templar TV's fucking page. Templar TV on the X page. What is it? X Twitter. But go see him on the Substack as well.
Grow or die.
The Mind of Madness is growing everywhere on all the platforms. Dude, get it.
Yeah. I appreciate you, buddy.
Dude, I appreciate you. Dude, because you know what? Like, I'll tell you. I said, this week on the Here's the Thing podcast, I talked to Josh and Zach, and I was saying, I was like, man, it's like you could just talk to some people sometimes that you just connect with, and like just the subjects, are there. Like
They
you
just
just hit
flow.
it.
Yeah. No, I feel you, dude. I love good conversation, right? Like that's why I mean I think me and Vince, I don't know, we did like an 8 or a fucking 10-hour stream or something absurd. And then we did another thing like that was real close to it. I mean, if you're with somebody who's like cool, you could, fucking talk about whatever, it could be the fucking weather and just find a way to make it interesting
Yeah,
or whatever.
totally.
So right back at you, dude. This has been a good experience.
Yeah. I love you, Temple, man. Dude, I'm so like, I'm looking already forward to the next conversation we're gonna have.
Right on.
All right, brother. We'll talk later.
All right, homie.
Laters.
Peace.